Hi, I'm known as Lie Detector Guy, but you can call me John. Recently, a polygraph manufacturer, and there's 4 main ones, called me. They're doing a story on history of lie detection in the modern era. And they wanted to know specifically about the 90s. So I kept good notes. I'll share with you what I told them. I started in the 1980s. Towards the end of the 80s, I went to my first polygraph school. After that, in the early 90s, I met a retired Secret Service guy, and I partnered up with him the entire decade of the 90s. We had an office on Wilshire, which was common. There was several examiners on Wilshire, and we had an office in the San Fernando Valley. Now, back then, everyone was using analogs, the old antique polygraphs. Computers polygraphs hadn't really come into style yet. And there was a lot of polygraph examiners going out of business due to the 1989 implementation of the Employee Polygraph Protection Act. So I was with a retired Secret Service guy that was still under the idea that websites were bad. Not long before that, attorneys were not allowed to advertise, and that was his background. And we couldn't have a .com because of him, but we had little internet mini websites on, and I looked them up. We had them on AOL, Homestead, FreeWebs, GeoCities, Lycos, Excite, and AngelFire. Didn't come up as good as websites did, but for that decade, all the other examiners only advertised in the phone book. But in the end of the 90s, there was the Bruce Willis movie, The Sixth Sense, where the little kid said, "I see dead people." I happen to get a personalized plate that I still have that says the letter I, then the letter C, and then the word lies. I see lies. Back then, most examiners actually wore a suit and tie to work. Most don't nowadays. Back then, students from the 2 polygraph schools, pretty much, they didn't start a business right away. They were expected to go to work under a mentor first. And in the schools of today, there's still no business of polygraph module. In fact, most of the teachers at polygraph schools never had a successful polygraph business. But they don't have to teach that. They're just there to teach you how to use the instrument. So that's what's different from then till now. Good luck if you're getting into polygraph work.